Hello, no intro today.
And what?
Well, I figured this has got to be one of the final episodes of this series. Anybody who shows up is pretty much going to have known what's been going on.
I don't know. That sounds like a convenient rationalization for doing less work.
And I'm We Squared.
Touche, I think.
We're assuming this is its final event. I can't imagine that it's not. So, here we go. After this, we're likely going to do a battle.
Understood.
Yeah, he gets it.
He does. Well, he's really good in battle.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get off here.
But the SIU building is still a little further ahead.
That's okay. This thing will stick out if we bring it too close.
It is a little more technologically advanced than the others.
Yeah, you're right.
It's awesome is what it is.
It is!
In that case, I'll lead you the rest of the way. Let's go.
What are we going to see? And I guess Yuki knew about it?
I don't know.
Let's head to the top of this overpass. We can get a good view of the SIU building from up there. Wanna go check it out?
Man, Ei Sekigahara assassinates Morimura, which we still don't know the details of.
And we may never know the details of, frankly.
And then he's going to assassinate Tetsuya Ida, who has already been assassinated.
Ah, good guy doesn't let something like that hold them down.
Meaning that A, the assassin, really is assassinating everybody.
Yeah. Yuki Takamiya. In order to protect Natsuno Minami, she had no choice but to cooperate with the SIU.
I just think her current position is weird, but okay, if that's what she says.
She says she knows who issues orders to the black suits. Apparently, it's Ida. Iori Fuyusaka. Despite having lost my memories, she continues to help me with an open heart. I'm not sure how to reciprocate. I gathered some information from Natsuno's unit, and I came across some interesting details. Apparently, I had accepted a particular job to assassinate Chihiro Morimura.
Which you did millions of years later in an utterly unrelated assassination of her.
And Lord knows how many other times he has over the many loops.
Probably every one of them.
Which one's the SIU building?
See that over there? It's the building next to the police station.
Which one's the police station?
Yeah, that narrows it down, thanks.
Which floor?
Top.
Got it. I'll take it from here. You're staying behind.
Like hell I am.
All you're gonna do is slow me down.
Maybe.
Comparatively, she cannot possibly hope to match Mr. Assassin from the Future's assassinness. I'm not trying to say she's weak, but compared to Mr. Assassin from the Future's assassinness, she probably doesn't have even an iota of comparable assassinationness.
Did you understand that? Anybody watching? Did anybody understand what he said? Because I think I did, and that makes me kind of embarrassed and afraid.
Unless you want to take a straight bullet to the head, but I don't think you do.
Hang on a second. Someone's sending out orders to me in the black suits. I'm not sure who though, but the orders are coming from the SIU building.
I thought you said it was Ida.
Ah, I was wondering if this was ever going to come up.
He's
Yeah, she saw him get shot, so as far as she knows, he's dead.
dead. I'm pretty sure Shinonome shot him.
I suppose I'll find out when I get there.
Of course, it will be an android.
Come in.
Speak of the devil. Oh, right.
You have to actually come in.
I know you're there. So you came.
You've been using the drone to monitor us, haven't you?
I'm nothing if not thorough. It might interest you to know that I have a guest with me. Miss Iori Fuyusaka.
Very practical as far as Ida is concerned.
Well, that's how he rolls. He takes someone important to someone else to use his leverage.
Now then, why don't you come by so we can talk? And hurry. I'd like to give you a proper welcome.
Just watch your ass in there.
Well, this is going to be action-packed. Now we're gonna do Die Hard or something. Well, that was not action-packed and easy.
What the?
Never mind. So much for Die Hard.
Betrayal of expectations.
An outdated transceiver.
Why did it update that? Nah, who cares?
You were
Right.
right!
Dude, you can't be surprised by Ida being in an android.
Oh no, of course not. I just thought the android might actually look like him.
Well, I was expecting that too, but
Drop the gun. Now.
I'm sure this isn't even the same Ida consciousness. This is just, he probably had quite a few different backups.
That makes sense. He's nothing if not thorough.
No, I don't want to drop the gun.
Drop the gun. Don't do anything rash. One wrong move and I'll blow her head off.
That voice. So you're Ida. That explains how you survived being shot. You were an android this whole time.
That's not true. I did die.
See, we had the proper understanding of it.
Right.
Ha ha ha! No, it's, you know, come on.
I simply copied my memories onto this android,
Ah, so it wasn't a backup. It is just a copy.
Yeah.
just in case something were to happen to me.
Oh, no, it was a backup. Just like I said. Ha 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 ha! But anybody can figure this out. Come on.
You plan to perform another loop as an android?
Don't be a fool. I've already saved my data to the evacuation area.
So you're having the android do the dirty work.
Well, he'd do it himself, but he's dead.
Right?
When it comes to making sure I end up in the next world, there's no one I trust to get the job done more than me.
Release Fuyusaka. She has nothing to do with this.
Correct. But he wants to make you cooperate. That's all he's been doing is threatening people with hostages. Rather, I should say threatening compatibles with hostages.
Yeah.
Or praising Shinonome at the right times.
Well, in a way that's also kind of using a hostage.
Yeah, I suppose
If
so.
you think about it.
No. If anything, her existence poses a threat. And as it turns out,
Huh.
you have no intention of keeping our promise.
You know I lost my memories. How do you expect me to keep a promise I don't remember?
The smug look on his face.
Perhaps this will ring a bell.
So, how'd it all go? Taking care of anyone standing in your way, I hope. Well, you can relax. Ryoko and I did what we needed on our end. We've already backed up your data. Next time when the world resets, you'll still have your memories intact. There's only one thing left for you to do. Obey Tetsuya Ida's orders. Keep up the good work.
But he's likely just lying.
Yeah,
He's already done that with drones and logs.
exactly.
Sounds like a real moron. He clearly has no clue what's going on.
I see I'm left with no other choice. I'd long anticipated your betrayal. Besides, it's already too late. No matter what you do, this is the end for you. Once we arrive in the next world, I promise to take very good care of you all.
I don't believe you. You know what else I don't like? His teeth.
Now you can die in this world with nothing to fear.
Like, look at those teeth! Ugh!
Well, he's not going to be winning any beauty pageants as a soulless, cold, metallic android, Damon.
Out of my way. Relax.
It just pokes her down with the barrel of the gun.
You get to die first, Sekigahara. So you don't have to watch.
Morimura,
Why hasn't Ida pulled the trigger?
I don't know.
she abandoned the idea of starting over again, and she became obsessed with Operation Aegis. Don't you want to know why?
What a pathetic attempt to cling on to your miserable life. What could you possibly know about Morimura's motives? You don't even remember who you are.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I remember clearly. I received Miura back in Sector 3. You're the one who gave him to me. And I remember recording the footage you just played, too.
Huh. Oh, I guess it wasn't faked, but...
I made sure to back up all my memories. Now I remember everything.
Okay.
Here we go.
Are you okay?
No.
This is bad. There's nowhere to run.
The black suits are monitoring major streets.
We're completely surrounded.
And I love the DD-246 426 effect.
Yeah.
You look like you're getting worse. Have you taken your pills?
I'm all out. They weren't even helping anyway. There's nothing I can do.
And that's where the bottle was.
Right.
Huh.
I don't have much time left. That's why I left myself a message. I'll be able to check it using the message service.
Operation Aegis.
We can utilize Operation Aegis to protect this world. If we do, we'll be able to survive even if we fail. Though we won't have much of a world left.
Even if we fail, huh? Well, I guess that's true, as long as they live.
As long as they succeed and last long enough to activate all the terminals, then it doesn't matter if they defeat the Deimos.
It's just that at that point there will only be, 14 people.
Yeah.
And they will have the resources that are only found in, like, a kind of a dying land. And getting from place to place is going to be significantly harder than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only equipment they're going to have is going to be the Sentinels. But, I mean, even if the Deimos were to get to the terminal and the last Aegis terminal doesn't go through, it's not like the Deimos are going to bother killing them. They'll be done.
That's true.
In a weird way, the compatible, at least, are not in danger unless they go down fighting.
Correct.
Weird.
After I lose my memories, I imagine I'll come to you for help. When that time comes, give this to me.
What are these numbers?
They're for the message service. I used the one from this era.
Understood.
I suppose A did not kill her?
Or didn't intend to?
I don't know how much longer I can deal with this.
Not that much longer.
Operation Aegis.
If we use the Aegis system, all the terminals will be sealed. Then the city will be cut off from universal control. There won't be any hope of restoring order at that point. That's why everyone disappears. We need to keep at least some of the terminals open.
We can't. The enemy will target any open terminals.
Then what? We give up on this world and try again next time?
I'm afraid that isn't an option either. There won't be a next time.
Ah,
This has been said before, but we don't know the details.
maybe it ties into that power issue that original...
But that was in 2188 light years away around Earth.
That's correct, but maybe they were arguing that it would eventually run out, and so Project Aegis wasn't worth... No.
No, I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
think that has anything to do with what happened with arguments they were having in 2188 across the galaxy. It does make sense that if you don't get another chance, you may as well use the Aegis system on this go-around.
Yeah.
But, why isn't there going to be another chance? Though, frankly, continuing to loop forever is not exactly appealing either.
I had a look at the logs from 2188. I've discovered a way to link to the satellite.
The command ship orbiting the planet, I guess?
I think so.
Satellite?
It's not from this world. There's a satellite orbiting the real world. From it, I learned more about the mechanics of this world. And it turns out we don't get as many tries as we want. The stability of this area is at its breaking point.
To be fair, it lasted for millions of years.
We can't fail again. If we do, the entire facility will be reset. And Sector 0 will be lost.
Oh, that's bad.
Ah.
Everything will crumble apart. That includes Sector 0.
Now, what that means exactly, it could be a couple of different things. That either nobody will be born because no more information is stored because the hard drive wore out.
It'll reset to factory default settings before all the data's been loaded.
Or maybe somehow it will still have the physical aspect and whatever mechanism it uses to birth people, like, which it can do into people who are at least age 15, right?
Yeah.
We've seen it. So maybe it'll be able to do that, but they won't have any of their own memories or anything like that, and they won't have any knowledge, and the world won't operate, and so it'll just be a bunch of people stumbling out without being children going, what the F is effing happening?
Yeah.
Who am I? And maybe they won't actually say that because they don't possess language.
Ugh.
Meaning they'd certainly be doomed.
What's Sector 0?
However, we are about to find out. She's just going to tell us.
I know I've heard of it before.
We wouldn't be BSG if we didn't stop before a big plot reveal to mention exactly what the game's going to talk about.
Well, it may not be the case. We're not always right. We miss quite a lot, but we do get a lot right. However, if you fire enough shots, you'll hit the target more than you would if you didn't fire any.
Seems like your symptoms are becoming more severe. All right, listen well. As you know, there are 5 different sectors. However, there exists one more unique sector. It doesn't take up any space, and there's no interior to see. That's Sector 0. It's an evacuation site that's unaffected by loops. Normally, you can send your data there using the shifter. That's what allows you to continue if the world resets.
That's right. Ida did say that was the way to escape to the next world.
Yes, but this time, Sector 0 will cease to exist as well. We won't be able to loop again. This is our last chance.
So without Sector 0, the world won't be recreated?
Now the question is, does Ida know this?
He might.
If so, then that means he doesn't care. He's just going to wipe everything out.
Well, he's talked like that before.
That's true.
You know, the humans are the cancer all along.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, at a bare minimum, an android version of him, as well as Tomi Kisaragi, will still exist, won't they?
That's a good point.
As AI Adam and AI Eve.
Okay, that makes sense.
So I'm sure it's not his top choice for what's going to happen, but it does not meet his goals.
Yeah.
That's messed up, man.
That is very messed up.
If the Aegis system is activated, yes. We'll still be here, though we'll be left behind in a world of chaos.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it was that.
If what you're saying is true, why keep it all a secret?
Because...
I like how we spent all that time talking about what it meant, and she did say, and we just didn't even say anything about it.
If what you're saying is true, why keep it all a secret?
Because...
If what you're saying is true, then why have new dialogue? Oh my god.
Sekigahara-kun.
Tell me, why did you erase the logs?
Because I had to. I couldn't let anyone find out about them.
Why? Even now, your motives are so inscrutable.
There's quite a lot that transpires in 2188.
Yeah, and it led to the extinction of the human race. I bet it's pretty bad. What's your point?
Right?
Everyone of the compatible, everyone involved in a kind of a serious way, is going to be implicated as being awful at that time, but so that's what happens.
And besides, that's what they did. That's not what you guys did.
That was millions of years ago. You're not them.
Yeah.
The Earth is a very different place. Do you want to know what happens?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Boo! Oh, okay.
Ei Sekigahara, I've already done my research on you. You're the one who was hired to kill me. In case you couldn't tell, there isn't much left of humanity. Just the 10 people in this little colony.
Woo!
It's a bit fruitless to kill for money at this point. Don't you think?
I've done my research on you as well. And I'm very thorough when I research my targets. There's nothing you can hide from me.
How menacing of you. Intimidate me all you want, but you're not leaving that room.
Professor Chihiro Morimura. In order to raise research funds for Project ARC, you partnered with several questionable organizations.
You're an assassin!
Are you really trying to take the moral high ground here?
You then sold nanotechnology on the black market. And that...
Yeah, everybody is awful. Except maybe Izumi. And Megumi was a child.
Yeah.
That's the source of the infection on the surface.
Ooh.
Good job. That's why you don't mess with nanomachines.
I didn't intend for any of this to happen.
I believe you. Don't mess with nanomachines.
Your voice is trembling. Can't say I blame you.
No one will believe a word you say.
Oh, I don't plan on telling anyone. This is for me.
Oh, I see. So he's going to be, you destroyed the human race. Bang.
Yeah.
Probably best to keep her alive, honestly. Keep as much knowledge as you can alive.
If anyone's going to be able to figure out a way to stop it, though I guess it's a bit moot at this point, she'd be the one to do it.
But still...
I never want to forget this moment. The moment humanity's traitor stares death in the face.
It's not like that isn't understandable.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
That was the bomb I planted.
The power generator? Are you insane? We have to repair it right away. We'll lose life support if we don't.
When I take a job, I finish it.
You are kind of crazy, man.
It can't be. The lock to your room's been disengaged.
Just hang tight, Professor. I'll be seeing you soon.
And during that, that's when
Humanity was wiped out by the nanomachine infection.
That's when the confrontation between Ogata and Izumi and Hijiyama and Okino happened?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was all my fault.
It was not your fault.
Right!
Sekigahara-kun! You're in bad shape. At this rate, you'll... Huh?
Oh my!
Really?
Are you lost, little girl?
You don't mean that Morimura killed Morimura?
What are you doing alone in a place like this?
I guess it makes sense that you don't remember me. I was just a baby when we last saw each other, after all. There's only need for one Chihiro Morimura.
You're...
And that's me.
Huh.
That's awful!
Why?
Morimura said quite a bit before she died.
What? I don't know if I want Goto following her around.
Right?
Why'd she do that? If, like, her most basic personality is coming out because she's younger, she seems awful, doesn't she?
If you're going to lie, at least put some effort into it.
Okay, so you just didn't know.
No matter. I'll simply ask Miss Fuyusaka here what she knows. After I finished you off, of course. I expected so much more from you, Sekigahara. In the end, you turned out to be nothing but a coward.
I was kind of expecting that the villain of a game like this would not just simply be wrong on many of the objective facts.
Right?
But
Sector 0.
so it is, I guess.
That's where you backed up your data, right? A good precaution, but that isn't gonna save you. Morimura gained access to the satellite of the real world. That's where she learned about the next reset. And that it's going to be different from any other.
Satellite of the real world.
You really never knew? How?
It's not just this world at stake anymore. If we fail to defeat the kaiju again, the real world will be impacted as well. That includes the facility that sends us back there. when the facility itself is recreated, there won't be a Sector Zero anymore. Whether we go with Operation Aegis or not, there won't be a next time.
And he's trembling.
And no one will be able to loop again.
Satellite. Tell me, is this what you meant? It can't be. But...
Now shoot him! Yeah!
Sekigahara.
Kind of sad, I suppose, but honestly, him being around would only make things worse.
I have zero sympathy for this man. Machine, whatever.
Hey, are you alright?
Just like we had said before, it seems like it's better to let people live in situations like the extinction of the world.
Yeah.
But, you know, to keep the overall level of knowledge higher. But you can never trust this guy.
At all.
I wish it did not turn into that, but that is what it turned into, so he'd just keep trying to do stuff on his own or for himself.
Because he knows better.
He broke himself long ago. But couldn't any of these people be like that? Couldn't anybody end up being so utterly and thoroughly broken and jaded by their circumstances?
I think we've seen several examples of that, like Ryoko Shinonome, for instance. Any one of these guys had the potential to go down that road.
Ow.
Guess you're okay. Fuyusaka.
Ei-kun, is it over?
My past is. But as for our future, for our survival, this is only the beginning.
Do you think, maybe this is the beginning of something else, too?
Yeah.
Well, I did literally come up here to face a cyborg in a battle to the death in order to rescue you, so you tell me?
I haven't heard a no!
I think it is. Sentinel number 15. Fuyusaka's the one piloting it. She's always so sincere in her actions. And that's Sentinel number 17 behind her. I'm seeing second, even third generation Sentinels. 12 in total.
I suppose there wasn't actually that much coordination between these guys until they all met up.
Yeah.
Which technically happened at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
That bastard. He's gathered quite a few participants for his game. That enhanced first-gen model. It must be Sentinel number 11. Guess I'll give it a shot.
I wonder if Megumi ever actually shot him. I guess so. Huh. Well, on the one hand, that was really neat. But on the other hand, basically the only thing we have left is what the heck is going on with Morimura.
Which, as it so happens, will be following the person who's been hanging around her. So we'll learn a lot about that, I assume.
I hope so. I still expect to fight Ida.
Actually, that reminds me. Something that was mentioned an episode or two ago that we didn't really catch up on. When Okino lost his memories before he backed them up to an AI copy on himself.
Uh-huh.
How did he do it? He exposed himself to the D code, which means he had the D code before Tetsuya gave it to Ryoko Shinonome, who then installed it in a Sentinel, which means he had it, knew what it was capable of, and still went into that battle with, like, the copy of his memories from the AI copied onto his nano machine.
Oh, okay. The what you're saying is Okino knew what DD426 was, And so when the system update happened and he saw that it was DD426, that he went along with it, and that's what the problem was?
Or something. But
Well, because he has said that because he didn't know who uploaded it, he doesn't know if he can trust anybody, and that's why he's off by himself.
Correct. But here's the thing. He tested it on himself. He lost his memories, which he then regained via the AI
we
thing.
understand he has his memories back, so...
And then he never acted on the fact that this code existed or tried to secure it or anything like that, and instead Tetsuya Ida is the one who found it. I'm just saying that's very suspicious.
And where did he get a hold of it anyway?
Yeah, that's something that I felt was important to bring back up.
He's either not quite rational, which is possible for Okino, because he's like weird and awkward, or there's something else going on, because even now, we know very little about him.
Right.
Not nothing, but not very much. We don't know what he's doing or what his motivation is. I mean, I had said that I didn't actually expect that Okino was going to be the surprise villain, and I still don't, but I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough evidence that it is a possibility.
Again, I don't expect it.
Me either.
Meh. All these people are awful. But that's what we saw. Everyone other than Juno Izumi, and I guess Natsuno and Miura.
Yeah, they were okay.
Everyone else was awful. Well, I guess she was fine. I feel like this would have been a bigger reveal if we would have been attached to her, which you can only be if you've played... I don't know. We only got a little of her in Miura's story. I mean, maybe you could have done the Goto stuff. I don't know.
Well, technically speaking, we could have unlocked Goto's story before finishing off A.
That's true.
So it is possible.
You mean to tell me that she just did it because the 2188 her is responsible for the extinction of humanity, and she was in... I get why she would be mortified about this, but she actually doomed the people of this world because she was afraid of people finding out what happened to somebody with her DNA millions of years ago.
Well, Tetsuya Ida also had similarly selfish goals.
I guess it is kind of neat that these pills ended up coming from Tetsuya Ida by way of 426 and Ei Sekigahara.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
It's pretty interesting. Gee, I guess it was digital all along then, huh?
I know, it's really hard to say for certain because of the many different ways in which they talk about and refer to each other, you know?
Yeah. We were thinking for a long time that it was digital, and then we were thinking for a long time that it was Megazone 2-3 style managed physical, and now it looks like it's digital again.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though.
Kept us guessing.
About a detail that doesn't really matter that much.
That's irrelevant.
We knew the important part right away, which is this ain't real.
Yeah.
Again, the reason I bring that up, the fundamental part of what matters is that everyone in the city is deleted.
Yeah.
If all the terminals are activated. So the only thing you can end up doing is holding up at the last terminal and taking out all the kaiju.
Which has been implied to be impossible.
I like how this is called facility. I mean, it's a big server. Like a server mainframe.
What's that? Zegapane?
4 battles left. Let's try to make that 3. Yeah, it sounded decisive, I know. What?
Onward to battle!
Well, that just sounded dumb. You don't really believe that.
Well, you don't really believe what you said. Let's just move on.
Hordes of drum mines and twin tails.
Your favorite.
It's not listed as a boss stage, though. So that means no EXs, I hope. Huh, 3:28 a.m.
Operation Aegis.
They're really hanging in there.
Miss Morimura probably didn't know how tough it would be.
If we'd gone through with Morimura's plan without the Sentinels, I can't even imagine where we'd be. Tetsuya Ida probably never realized Sentinel combat would get this rough.
Even if we got another chance somehow, our chances of winning wouldn't be any better. Even the one they called 426 couldn't have predicted this.
He wasn't exactly a nice cat, but I trust him.
You're right. No turning back now. All we can do is see it through.
Yeah, that's about all there is to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, as you can see from this weird party of not level 30s that I brought, which other than the criteria for the special objective was my criteria, this is going to be a very automatic battle. Like, A is going to actually be doing things, and everyone else is
going to be summoning support.
What's the plan?
Maybe not, but... Nah, who am I kidding? I have to do it like that at least once.
Need help.
Back me up!
Just a cluster of sentry guns.
Lend us a hand.
That's it.
I'm counting on you.
Fly, my pretties.
What's optimal?
We'll never see
Backup deployed.
energy again, but it'll probably be worth it.
Number 11. Move.
We must win. Sentinel number
They don't
5.
stand a chance.
Defensive mode active.
Yeah, that's pretty darn irritating, all right. Part of me is wanting to do more interceptors. You know what? I should just embrace it. It's a terrible idea, and I could have even powered up some of my stuff some more with meta chips. But I ought to do it at least once.
Backup deployed.
Just the fight where we don't do anything.
Kaiju have appeared. Incoming heat signatures from above.
Well, the problem is that we're not going to be doing anything, and we're going to run into trouble because of that. It's going to be a lot of sentry guns, though. Hey, all you people, look at this. It's crazy.
Please, help us.
It's not a sentry gun either, but everybody wants to shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
It's a start.
You're done. Did that do it?
Boosh!
Neutralized.
I need to think.
There was an intimidating swarm over here once.
Everything seems to be going well, but we can't count on it.
Oh, it was a high quad.
I won't let you. Yes.
Here you go.
Okay.
Yeah. There's missiles. Kind of worried about the missiles, frankly.
They're down.
Worried about the flying guys.
See, it's not going to be as automatic as you were worried about.
Well, no, the thing I was really worried about was that it was going to be terrible. Because this is a terrible idea for a battle.
They're here. Incoming heat signatures from above.
Okay, there is reason for A to go down there. Should probably have Judo go after the high quad then.
What's the plan?
And energy recovery is not predictable.
Yeah.
Okay, limiter removal.
Limiters off.
Gotta run fast.
Don't waste any chances.
Rah! I mean, you know, what else was I gonna do?
They're aiming here.
Don't let up. Brace for combat. Threat range.
Yeah, I know.
No room for hesitation.
I'm not actually worried about the high quad. I need to get rid of these twin tails.
The true enemy.
But I can't see.
Here goes. How
Darn
was
it.
that? How many left?
I was hoping that with the limiter I could have taken it out. Not quite.
I've got to do this.
I can't see. If only I had a real team of real guys.
What I think is funny is because of how many grunts there are getting mowed down by interceptors and sentries, you actually have been recovering energy from the ones who've been pooping out all the secondaries.
I know, isn't that weird?
Woo!
I'll get him. It worked.
Skadoosh!
Are we getting their numbers down?
Ah, what's happening? No shields. No more shielding. Ah! I'm a little worried, but I'm gonna try a sentry gun and then just send Judo running at him.
What to do?
When it eventually becomes his turn again, anyway.
Right, but there will be a bunch of other sentry guns before then. That will help.
Need help.
Everything does seem fine so far, though.
Jeez.
My turn now.
Oh, they all died! When did that happen? I must have missed it. Okay. Great.
It might have something to do with that swarm of interceptors.
Well, their shots are armor piercing, so it must be. I'm
Yeah, just don't ignore
Don't
that
let
thing.
up.
yeah, I'm just gonna go over here.
Don't waste any chances. Move. Good. Nothing special.
I won't give up.
Okay, the big boom's about to come. She, however, must do this because there's too many guys that are close.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be. What? What a chain reaction! I should get an achievement or something for that.
That was amazing.
Hey, don't let
It's
up.
still going.
I don't know what's happening, but seems good.
You're done.
I may not know what's happening, but I definitely know it is happening.
Where are the enemies?
I don't know. They're all over here, getting gunned the heck down.
Huh.
There are some missiles inbound to the terminal, for what it's worth.
Not that many. They, well, you know, let's just take care of that then.
I need to think things through.
Huh. Huh.
Sentinel number 2. Stay calm.
Huh.
Active.
Okay, I mean, seems to be working fine. We'll just keep it up. Everybody charged, I guess.
Here's that
My
lone
turn
twin tail off on the back sniping.
Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of that guy.
Whoa!
What the heck was up with all those missiles?
I don't know, but he sure shot 3 of them at the same time, didn't he?
They still around? I don't see them.
Go to the terminal.
That was,
Yeah, I don't see any targeting reticles.
Okay, good job, interceptors. Looks like you guys shot that one down too.
Number 14.
Next
Beginning
move.
movement.
You're about to run her right into the line of fire of the high... Oh, well, never mind then.
Well, no, this isn't gonna kill it. Don't worry, I'm gonna move her out of the way.
I'm in range. Hit.
What? What? What was that?
Termination of enemy signals confirmed.
Well, just moving on then.
That was stupid.
Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete.
Way more effective than I was expecting.
Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure.
There's so many of them!
This is getting rough. Feels like it could all end at any second.
Are you kidding? This was a relaxing walk in the park.
So, Kisaragi, there's something I gotta tell you.
Dude, you already did.
I like you.
Oh, I guess he didn't quite do it so directly before.
Now hold on.
What?
Seriously? Here? Now? You are such an ass! You have no idea how to do this!
Are you trying to throw a death flag up?
But, hey, what are you talking about?
I mean, we're still in open comms. Everybody can hear you. Kinda awkward.
And then he's gonna be like, it ain't awkward. I want everybody to know. Which is great if it works. But if the gamble pays off, it's huge. But if it fails, oh god.
I want the whole world to know, which
What,
right
that's
now
bad?
consists of just us.
But this is how they always do this stuff in the movies?
See?
Ogata-kun? I thought you sounded kinda cool. Sorry, Karabe, but that shit just makes me feel even worse. Did we do it?
Oh, when did Sekigahara get hit?
Yeah, who cares?
I won't lose to the kaiju.
I like how the most G1ing that I got out of this was from shooting missiles. Yeah, of course.
Oh joy, mystery points.
I thought those were supposed to get converted into meta chips.
Ah, there we go. Whoa!
This is gonna take a long time. Wow, turns out those score bonuses really do get turned into money. Maybe I should have kept up using them. I thought that it would be pointless. Oh my god, do you realize how much money this is? I am beginning to suspect that I may be able to level all weapons to +8. Holy crap-oli.
Language.
I think I've got like 1.2 million. All right. Nope, nearly 1.4 million. Okay, spending will be good. Oh my god. We actually had 2.4 million meta chips.
And we're still sitting on a nice, tasty 1 million.
The thing is I'm not sure that before this game we ever even had 2.4 million meta chips. So if you've looked over at the gear, you can see that I've rather spent quite a lot of money. This is nuts. This is just nuts. Cool. Now it's Horde of RPF, Horde of Apsos.
It doesn't matter. They're all going to die.
Maybe.
How many terminals we got left?
Gosh, this is only like 20 minutes after the previous battle.
Jeez.
Looks like 4. Nothing for it. Outnumbered as we are, we have to cover them all.
It's the only chance we have. At least until Miyuki Inaba reconnects with us.
Wonder what she's doing.
Let's do our country proud, Amiguchi. Show these fiends the courage of Japan.
Maybe something that will help with locking everyone out of Sector 0? Maybe something...
I'll hold them back, no matter what.
Like the post-world, like the post-loop world, perhaps?
You're an inspiration to us all, Yakisoba Pawn Angel.
Hijiyama-san, could you stop calling me that? Daimo signatures incoming. They're here.
Looks like duty calls, huh?
Exactly. That's the true pride of the men of Japan. The will to stare death in the face and laugh.
Warriors everywhere.
Excuse me, but the ladies are kicking butt out here too.
Hey, works for me. Kill my kaiju too. Knock yourself out.
They're within range now.
That's great. Kill mine too. Knock yourself out.
It doesn't really matter who's doing the killing as long as the kaiju being killed.
And this time I have nothing automatic.
Number 10, moving out.
Moving.
Part of me really wants to just drop the missile.
Where are they?
You know what? I better do it so I know what to expect. Like, will this take out the RPF? I need to know.
You can rationalize it all you want. I know you just want to drop a giant missile on them.
Good point. I'll wait for the heavier group of enemies over there. Thanks, Billy. I'm glad to have that cool, rational heads such as yours prevailed.
We're doomed.
Pew!
Not throwing away my shot.
I mean, it's not gonna hit yet. Wow, the full range EMP stunner.
Good lord.
Now that should probably deal with him.
Enemy on the move.
Get it!
Oh, and that was a lot of repair from that Apsos too. Okay, noted.
And there's a shielded drum mine coming.
Noted.
As long as I can keep this thing moving.
Okay, so I am going to have to attack rather seriously.
Okay,
then.
let's do this.
Come on now.
Number 17 within enemy threat range.
Ah, the other missile landed.
But the RPF got shielded.
Still not used to this thing.
Well, the Apsos is gone, so... Well, I mean, I thought that getting rid of the Apsos would do it, but it doesn't look like maybe it will.
No, the Apsos fires a missile.
No, I understand, but we've had guys that were shielded before, and I just, like, mowed down a big group, and that seemed to take care of it.
I wonder how many hits it blocked.
Okay.
Just one, maybe?
What's the plan? Wait, I can't
Well,
win.
and this is a problem. Yeah, okay. For the sake of science, I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel these darn shields.
Okay.
Is that okay?
What's the...
Now, get out of here.
Get wrecked!
I got stuff I gotta go do.
Nice! You're scrapped.
Okay.
Enemy on the move.
This is what I've been waiting for. Look at this!
Here we go.
Boosh!
Finally, it didn't just kill them all. Oh man, I should have
Did I
waited
get it?
for that to come out too. Blast, I'm acting like an amateur.
I'll make it work.
Nah, that's fine.
Now it's a real fight. A fine hit. Senseless.
Senseless. The horror! This is just not a good place for you. Do you know why? Because first I shoot, then I shoot.
They felt that. Did you see that?
Basically, the
So it's the
trouble
bad
here
guys,
is I've got to get rid of the crappy guys, the little
Yeah.
bitty dudes. And then it's just a matter of killing the value targets.
Because the value targets by themselves are not much of a threat.
Right.
Picking up enemy heat signatures.
Because I'm just going to say,
Real?
well, I think he's going to hit them both, is the problem. And still killed one, okay. Guess I should have used a limiter.
Ooh.
Nah, it's fine, it's all fine. Are there any more guys coming?
Gotta do something.
I haven't noticed, but that doesn't mean anything.
What?
Hold up!
Boink!
Okay,
What?
let's do
Hey!
this.
Ah, gotcha.
No fight I can't
That's
win.
not fair!
Here you go.
It didn't shoot down the missiles!
No, it did, but it launched a second wave.
That do it?
Boo!
I'll make it work.
Woo.
Okay, you did.
A fine hit.
I guess
Try again.
Here they come.
the missile's still going.
Well, those are seeker missiles. See them slowly turning towards Hijiyama.
Oh yeah, I've just never really paid attention to what they've done. I mean, I have, but not that much.
Thanks. What do I do?
Yeah, I haven't noticed any
Use the fires
more
by now.
dudes popping down.
Yeah, what's up with this?
Come on.
Well, maybe they thought the RPS would be beefy enough.
Oh, well, okay. I thought I might actually be able to kill him, but I guess not. That's fine. I mean, maybe you're right, but here, let's do this then. I only even brought 2 G1s, and I only fired 1 super large missile, you know?
Watch this. Was that okay? Score!
Still not used.
I couldn't quite get them all. Now, for crying out loud, Yuki, kill this
Through
guy!
with me. How's that? Say your prayers.
I guess.
Meanwhile, Hijiyama's off by himself, all alone.
Unbelievable.
Well, he's all alone
I'm
because
acting like
everybody
an
that was
amateur.
here died. Here, kill this guy.
A fine hit.
Hunt.
The biggest overkill I've ever done. Okay, I could do that, but of course I'm gonna do this.
Right.
Class is in session. Yeah!
Uh-huh.
You like that?
Gonna be okay.
Anything
Definitely.
else? They wanted me to finish the stage in 60 seconds?
Doesn't seem like it's gonna be a problem, frankly.
Yeah, I mean... You know, okay.
Ready for this?
What next?
Oh, darn it! I've definitely let these guys live too long.
I guess life comes at you
I'm gonna move
fast.
Hijiyama over here, but I'm gonna try to have somebody else destroy them for energy,
Number 12?
Yeah.
which is pathetic that I'm thinking of it in that way, you know?
Number 21 on
What
the
next?
move.
I'll try.
I was not expecting this mission to be
right
so...
Easy?
Yeah.
Let's turn this around.
Yeah, let's turn this around. Oh wait, we're winning. We don't want to turn this around.
Here
Boom?
goes. Was that okay? Score!
What's our plan?
Looks like whether the team is all defense or all offense, the battles are still
What do I
jokes.
do?
Darn it! That thing will not stop launching missiles.
I'm right here. Yeah!
I guess the
Okay, there.
Brett. Nice.
Look. It made a G-molar. And it's attacking Hijiyama. Isn't that great?
Yay! Go, G-Molar, go!
Give up!
Yay!
Take that!
Oh my God!
Come on!
That is some setup
Take
movement.
it. See ya!
This isn't so hard.
No, it really isn't.
Sentinel number 16.
And I'm still gonna have the battle done in 30 seconds.
I guess life comes at you
I mean, it just wasn't that hard. Like, the boss stages are tough.
Humanity?
Termination of enemy signals confirmed.
And the stages where there's a billion dudes out in front are also tough.
Yeah, but just dropping a bunch of big fatties with support units? Oh, please.
I know, it was frustrating once
Once.
when I had to
Aegis activated. Terminal closure complete.
use EMP to knock down the shields of an oncoming drum mine. That was it, though. That was the hard part of the battle.
Surrounding 2-kilometer area now fully secure. Ending tactical analysis.
Aegis activated. Is anyone too compromised to keep fighting?
We barely had a moment to breathe. The girls may be pushing their limits.
I'm still okay. I can keep fighting.
There are 3 terminals remaining. We can protect 2 of them with Aegis.
The third one, however...
Well, there's only 2 stages remaining.
Uh-huh.
But we're on our own with the last terminal.
How much longer do we need to hold out?
We need to re-establish a connection with Miyuki Inaba. That's still 10 hours off.
10 hours we don't have.
But her plan is our last hope. Then we fight to the last. Until we have nothing left.
Well, that may be what happens.
The kaiju are heading for the next terminal.
Brace yourself, Keitaro. We are soldiers. And this is the moment we train for.
I wonder if the final stage isn't going to be some gigantic survival wave.
It might be.
Like, just keep fighting and fighting and fighting, and do you have to keep going, and you have to last like 5 minutes or something of game time.
Man, that sounds great.
And like the waves just keep getting worse and worse.
You know, I do kind of miss when we would actually find out interesting things in these battles. Like, the third area has just been about the battle mechanics.
Hours. Days. It doesn't matter. We'll hold the line.
Did we win?
99% city integrity.
No damage. I even was being sloppy.
Kisaragi, hope you're watching out there.
I mean, no damage to nothing. Okay.
Like, if we haven't figured out how to tackle RPFs by now, we're playing the game wrong.
There we go.
Oh!
That was the assumption.
Uh-huh.
That we had to be at the very end. Cool. Well, these are large numbers. We're going to go ahead and stop because we don't have time for anything else. But I guess we may as well look at the random doodads that we just unlocked that are meaningless that we're probably not going to show you.
Be still, my beating heart.
Drones. Yay. Is your heart still yet? Oh God, I'm so sorry!
Why are you wasting our time?
Did we need to know this? Were we somehow going to get to this point without having done Nenji and been like, this must be the key?
I just don't get it.
Billy, why don't you just still your heart again? Why do you keep doing that?
Isn't it more impressive that I can?